Twice a year, in April and October, the Chapter 13 Trustee's Office sends to the debtor and the debtor's attorneys a report called a Trustee's Report of Receipts and Disbursements. An accompanying letter advises the debtors to review the report carefully and to contact their attorney or the Chapter 13 Trustee's Office immediately when they do not understand the Trustee's report. A sample Trustee's report is attached herein for illustrative purposes. All sections of the report, as explained in this narrative, will start with the information on the left and move to the right. Section number 1. The first box of this section lists your name, address, and the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. If this case was filed jointly with another person, the name, address, and last 4 digits of the Social Security number for the joint debtor will be listed in the second box. The third box lists the period of time that the report covers. Any checks written or payments received during this period will be listed on this report. The name of your trustee is also included in this box. The fourth box lists the date that your bankruptcy petition was filed, your latest first meeting date, your original first meeting date, the date your plan was confirmed, and the date that your plan was closed. The fifth box lists the highest percentage that the unsecured creditors in your case will be paid. The base amount of your plan is listed next, which is potentially the total amount that you will pay to the trustee over the life of your plan. The 2 fields labeled Plan Unsec and Monthly Base are not used at this time. The min balance indicates the minimum amount of funds that the trustee will retain in your account at the time of disbursements. Normally, this amount is $10 on a confirmed case and $9,999,999.99 on an unconfirmed or not approved case. The last box in this section lists your case number in 2 different ways. The top case number is the number used by the trustee's office, and the second number is the number used in the bankruptcy court. The next line will list any delinquent amount as of the date that the report was printed. Any overpayment will be listed as a negative amount. The last line lists the amount of time that has passed since the last full payment was made. Section number 2. This is a list of your full payment schedule over the life of your plan. Any payments due and/or abatements awarded will be listed in this section. Any changes made since the printing of your last report will appear on all future reports. Section number 3. This is a list of all payments received for at least the period covered by this report as indicated in the first section. Any refunds made or return payments will also be included in this section. The transaction source is indicated with MO for money order or with an employer's name if you are on payroll deduction. The date the payment was credited, the check or money order number, and the payment amount are all listed in this section. Section number 4. The first column titled Claim Ref lists the trustee assigned claim number for each creditor. The reference number listed underneath the claim number is strictly for computer purposes only. The second column lists the class assigned to each creditor. The classes of creditors used are as follows: Class number 1, Secured Creditor; Class number 2, Priority Creditor; Class number 3, Unsecured Creditor; Class number 6, Secured Creditor; Class number 7, Administrative Claim of Trustee; Class number 8, Debtor Refund Claim; and Class number 9, Attorney Claim. The third column lists the creditor's name. Below the name of the creditor are any comments that the trustee inserts, which are mostly used for internal purposes. The fourth column is used for the trustee's office for internal purposes. The fifth column with the heading RSVA is the distribution code and method for each claim. The lower the code number, the sooner the claim will be paid. The notation following the code number represents pro rata payment for pro, fixed payment for fix, direct pay claims are noted none. The sixth column lists any fixed payments to creditors. A fixed payment is the specific amount that a creditor will receive monthly. The month and year that the payment will begin is also noted in this column. The seventh column lists the interest rate and interest starting date for any claims. Prior to confirmation of a plan, this information may not be accurate. The eighth column lists the scheduled or claimed amount. Prior to the claim being filed, the amount originally listed in the schedules for a particular creditor will be listed here. After the claim is filed, this field is updated with the actual claim amount. After the deadline for filing claims, any unfiled claims are listed as 0. The ninth column lists the total principal and interest paid to the creditor. The 10th column lists the current balance due on the principal and accrued interest. On an unconfirmed case, the interest due may not be accurate. The rest of the columns in this section list all checks issued on each claim for the period covered by the report. The year and month are listed first, then the check number and dollar amount of the check. Section number 5, Summary to Date. The second box lists the total receipts credited to the case. The third box lists the total refunds made to you from your receipts. The fourth box lists any filing fee paid by the trustee in your case. The fifth box lists any clerk's fees paid by the trustee in your case. The sixth box lists other costs associated with your case that the trustee has paid. The seventh and eighth boxes combined equal the amount that the trustee has been paid to date for handling your case. The ninth box lists the amount that has been paid to date to your attorney by the trustee. The 10th box lists the principal amount that has been paid to date to your creditors. The 11th box lists the interest amount that has been paid to date to your creditors. The 12th box lists any refunds made to you upon the closing of your case. The 13th box lists the amount of funds currently on hand with the trustee. Section number 6, Balances Still Due. The second, third, fourth, and fifth boxes indicate the principal balances due on claims listed in your case. Any balances for claims paid direct are not included. The sixth and seventh boxes indicate the amount the trustee would be paid if all claims were paid in full. The eighth box indicates the balance due to your attorney through your plan at the time of the report. The ninth box lists the current balance of all accrued interest in your case. Prior to confirmation of the plan, this figure may not be accurate. The 10th box indicates the balance needed to pay to reach the base amount of your case. The 11th box indicates the balance needed to pay every claim in full. The 12th box indicates the number of payments left at the current payment amount. Conclusion. We receive many phone calls after these reports are sent, and a frequently asked question is, why do we send these reports to the debtors? An easy answer is that the Chapter 13 trustee is required to send out these reports by the Executive Office of the United States Trustee, United States Department of Justice. A more thoughtful response is that they help the debtors understand their plans and ensure accurate disbursements.